the purpose of my ministry is to listen and question and give spiritual and scriptural direction. I think that I have benefited the most from other people listening to my story and asking me questions that made me reevaluate my positions on things. And that soul searching has eliminated truth for me. And I think that a lot of women miss the ability to talk to people about things on a level in which somebody's there to actually question why they feel the way they do or why they think the way they do. And I've benefited tremendously from that, so I want to turn that around and give that to other women. So ministry is designed to give women a safe place. A place that they can come and talk to somebody who has experienced a lot in life. We're always looking for someone who can say, yeah, I know what you're going through. And there's a lot of people that will say that, but it's just saying it. It's not, I actually know what you're going through. And the Bible tells us that we're to comfort each other with the comfort that we've received. So if I have received comfort from the people that have listened to me, that have questioned me, then it's my goal and my duty and my job as a believer to provide that same comfort. I returned to my faith in 2008, and when I did, I read the Bible in under 3 months. And then I read it again, and then again, and I'm reading it again, because you can't get everything in one reading, ever. You know, the Bible says it's the living word, and it's a living word because it will always reveal something new to you. There is great healing in the word, and in fact, I wrote a book called The Healer, which is based on Jesus being the healer. So I think my qualifications are that I have a lot of biblical knowledge, having studied and read, and I've written Bible studies and devotionals and all of that. But I have a lot of qualifications that fall in just the life aspect of things. When you look back at your life and you can say that you have endured pretty much every realm of abuse and tragedy, then that makes you pretty well versed in the struggles that people face on a regular basis. I was molested as a young girl. I was attacked by a friend's father as an 18-year-old. I was kicked out. I was physically abused, verbally abused, emotionally abused. I married an emotionally abusive man. I've had miscarriages, so I've lost children. Pretty much, the gamut of ouch I have felt. And I, even as young as 6th grade, believed that God was giving me a taste of pains, different kinds of pains, for the sake of someone else's benefit. And when I read that verse about comforting as we've been comforted, for a long time I felt like I hadn't been comforted. But as I've reviewed my life and looked back at God's strategic placement of people, I see that, when we tell each other, oh, we're supposed to be the hands and feet of Jesus, I think just kind of throw that concept to the side like, oh yeah, whatever. But that's real, because we are the tangible representatives of his love and his comfort and his peace and his joy to each other. Mm-hmm. So when I look back, I see him putting people in my life for those reasons. That was him and those people. And my purpose is to be him for people. There's a couple of options, I think. Number one is I can come to women's groups and present to them. I can share my story. And one of the things I've realized recently is that it's not our stories that change people's lives or even introduce them to Jesus. It's the connection of our stories and our emotions. So it's ultimately our hearts that affect lives. And so I can come to a woman's group and share my story and my heart with them. And then those that see a deeper need to connect can contact me. They can come to my shop and we can have one-on-one life coaching. They could contact me through Messenger, on the phone. We could do Skype, whatever they feel most comfortable with. That way they can get the one-on-one listening and questioning and scriptural directions that they're looking for. Educationally, I have a master's degree in English education and a bachelor's degree in psychology. I've done a lot of upper level coursework in clinical therapy. I am not a therapist. I do not claim to be a therapist. I'm not offering counseling. I'm offering life coaching, which is very different in that it's just someone to come alongside you and work with you through some of the struggles that you're having in your current life that may very well be based on things that you dealt with in your